Hey YouTube, I just finished a training for another group, a virtual summit that I'm going to be presenting at, and I want to give you an excerpt. Here you go. This is some advanced marketing. You don't need it if everything is great. You can just use Airbnb and scoot right along. I wish that upon you. But if you scale up and have multiple furnished rentals, you're going to need some advanced marketing strategies. And if you hit hard times or if a big company moves out of town, and you see you're piling up vacancies, you're going to need some advanced strategies. And I want to help you with that right now, okay? So I'm showing you this chart. This is my whole marketing funnel. And this is what I coach people on how to do this so that they can avoid vacancies. This is all about avoiding vacancies. And above this blue line is all about marketing, how to get people to contact you from different sources, all inbound marketing. I call it bear marketing because we're hunting for clients like bears are hunting for calories. I call it bear marketing. And below this line is the sales process. So you do the marketing to get people to contact you. I do a consultative close where I'm talking to them to make sure I get them in the right spot so I don't build up any gaps. And then I sell them and close them out and get the money. Let's take a closer look at all this. So in this marketing approach that I'm talking to you about, there's three ways to get your message out. There's online, offline, and social media. And by online, I'm talking about online travel agencies, things that get a commission for you participating in, like Airbnb, VRBO, those types of things where you have to pay money for the booking. Offline is where there's no transaction for the platform, no third party involved. And social is what you do because you need proof. You need to build up your trust so people can see what you do and hear other things about you. So they trust you enough so they do direct bookings. Also, there's 7 audiences to deliver that message to. There's 7 audiences to tell your story to about your furnished rental and get them interested so that they book it. There are families in need. There's always families struggling and before homelessness, as well as families relocating. There's all kinds of different groups in need. There's your neighbors and local businesses. They're always bringing people to town for trainings and so on and so forth. You want them to know about your furnished rental instead of them thinking they have to send someone to a hotel. There's also people looking for long-term furnished rentals, like people coming in from out of town for a prolonged period of time, people relocating, international, things like that. And then there's healthcare and essential workers. That word essential workers is really popular in times of COVID. And then people within your network. That's a different audience altogether. Every time you talk to an audience, you want to customize your message. That's really important. So it resonates with them. So people within your network, you want to be friendly with them because they know who you are. And then people in your extended network, that's the friends of your friends. You need to customize a different message, a different story so that that can be shared and get them interested in what you're offering. And also people who are currently staying at extended stay hotels. So my market, what I focus in on is extended stay furnished rentals, 30 days and longer, extended stays. So I'm always trying to attract people who are in extended stay hotels to let them know about my offering. So let's put this all together. You got 3 ways of delivering your message. You got 7 different audiences. That's 21 opportunities so that you never have a vacancy. Okay, that's what I coach people on, is so that they never have a vacancies. You're always on offense. You're not on defense, and you make more money that way. So let's lay it out on a table. We got the top row is online messaging, offline, and social and review sites. Those are the ways you get your message out. And then the first column is all about the audiences. You got the 7 different audiences: families in need, local businesses, long-term furnished rentals. Okay, so the objective is, what we're going to do, this exercise is how getting the right message How do you get the right message to the right audience? Okay. So say you want to deal with families in need. How do you get a message out to them? Well, you're going to let them know about Airbnb, VRBO, and all those other, there might be 150 different online travel agencies, okay, to get your message out to them, families in need. And how do you let them know about your place offline without a third party involved? Well, a simple for rent sign will do. Putting a for rent sign out in front, this is very popular and very effective during the first part of COVID. Putting out a sign, letting people know, hey, if you need to isolate, my house is available. The next thing, look at this. If you're trying to let your neighbors and local businesses know that you're offering a furnished rental for extended stays, that's what I'm tailoring this to. This is my specialty, is the extended stays. How do you get your message out to them? Well, you use this online service called Nextdoor. And it's really important that you customize your messaging, customize your ad so that your neighbors can see what you're offering as a discount to hotels. Okay? Otherwise, you can get a lot of flack. All through these things, every time you change an audience, you have to change your messaging. Okay? Don't change your price, just change your messaging. An offline way of getting in front of your neighbors and local businesses is cold calling. I think you guys get what we're doing. So we're getting these techniques so that we can get to the audiences. If we want to get in front of people who are looking for long-term furnished rentals, what do? Well, you use rent links. You want to start using those other sites that people who are looking for a regular rental will be perusing, and also sites that people who are relocation firms are looking through as well. Okay, and if you want to get offline and let people know what you're offering, well, you want to talk to realtors at your local RIA, let them know what you're offering. So show up at your RIA. Also, bulletin boards are a great way of doing it. Old-fashioned bulletin board. Now, look at this. If you want to get your message out about your furnished rental to healthcare workers and essential workers, other professionals, the one way of doing that is Furnish Finders. This is a big clearinghouse for, especially for traveling healthcare professionals. They look right on Furnish Finders. Now, offline process is word of mouth. Once you get a number of Furnish Finders folks and start building a relationship with a hospital, well, they'll start referring you to other people coming inbound. You want to build that relationship. Now, your network is Facebook right there. You want to let your friends on Facebook know what you're doing. Take pictures of your furnished rentals, talk it up on Facebook. That's how you talk to your local network online. Now, of course, there's no commission here, but it's an online process. Offline business cards, passing them out, giving that type of collateral to people to pass out for you. I'm going to spend a minute talking about this. Your extended network, the friends of your friends, that's where we're starting to grow exponential. This is where you start to leverage your marketing. This is really powerful. There's this technique called the Ritchie technique. I'm going to dive into that. And of course, LinkedIn is a way of getting in front of your friends' friends. You want your friends to tell you who their human resources manager is at their company, and then you build a relationship with a warm introduction, build a relationship with that HR manager, and of course, they're on LinkedIn. You can connect with them on LinkedIn. Let's talk about this Ritchie technique. I learned this from a gal named Laura Ritchie in Appleton, Wisconsin. She taught me this. I thought she's brilliant. She used to work for NBC in their advertising. So she's got a lot of tricks. Let's blow this up. So I'm posting this to my personal private Facebook page, to my friends and family, okay? Because I'm trying to get the message out to their friends and family. I'm trying to reach my extended network. Okay, so blowing this up. This is the way it reads. There's a lot of things embedded into this message, this paragraph. I'm going to tease them out as we go, okay? It says, please spread the word to anyone you know on an extended work assignment or stuck in a hotel for long term for any reason. And I'm prompting my friends because my friends and family love me, and your friends and family love you too, and they would be happy to do anything for you. So This is part of letting them know, asking for what you want. And it goes on to say, I can provide them with twice the space, more conveniences, and a better experience. Huh, okay. I'm talking at my place. There's a full kitchen, on-site laundry, a comfy place to call home. Now here's the ninja spot here. If you know anyone staying at an extended stay hotel, so I'm prompting them what to think about, and you send them my way, I'll send you $100 when they book. Ah, so now I converted all my friends and family into my sales staff. All right? People love $100. That's real money, especially if they know someone who's in the cubicle next to them or a coworker who's on assignment. This prompts them. $100, 3 digits will do it. I have a brand new loft on Broadway, Sacramento, California. Yes to pets, yes to short-term leases, and working with invoices and insurance companies. Okay, I'm trying to help my friends think through what I'm looking for. And here's the next key part. Prices start at 1957 per month, fully furnished, all inclusive. I don't want a bunch of low ball offers. Okay, I don't want anyone pre-skid row or pre-homeless that want me to reduce my prices. So I want to tell them where my prices start at, so they can only bring qualified leads. Don't waste my time. Okay. Then I say, well, let me know. Then here's my call to action. Is I put it in two forms. One is, please share this post, and a lot of my friends and family won't know how to share the post. So I say, hit the share button. Okay. Tell them exactly what I want them to do. Thanks. Now the result of that was the very next day. Well, before that day was over, I got 12 shares, right? And 5 comments, people saying, attaboy, good job, Al. But 12 shares, that's what I wanted. So now I got my friends sharing with their friends, all right? So 12 of my friends sharing with, if they all each have 100, 1,200 people knowing about my offering now. This is great, all for free so far. So Franklin Graham reaches out to me. I see he's a friend of Angelo and also Brandon Weber. Those are friends of mine. Now I know who to pay my commission to if I land this thing. Okay, says it right up there. And he goes on and tells me he's getting divorced and so on and so forth. And we schedule a time to meet later that week. He gives me his phone number, so on and so forth. But I was able to fill my vacancy before that time, so I didn't pay out a commission. But this is absolutely a powerful thing. You need to do this right away. Use the Ritchie technique, Laura Ritchie. Okay, next is if you want to get in front of the people who are staying at extended stay hotels, what do you do? How do you reach them online? Well, you reach them by Google. Okay, oh Google, you want to show up on Google, and how do you reach them offline? Well, you do some reconnaissance. You drive the parking lot. You look for logos, and if you see logos of numerous cars, you call the HR department of that company and you build a relationship that way. That's how you do it. Okay. Let's talk about Google My Business. I happen to rank #1 organically in Sacramento for corporate housing. And I do it through a series of techniques, actually 2 more steps in addition to this. But I want you to do this right now. You can pause this, pause my talk, and go do this. Go to Google My Business, all right? Or get me afterwards. Don't keep coming with me. Type in Google My Business. Do you remember the yellow pages? You know, the yellow pages? Everyone throws them away now because we go to Google. Well, the Google has a version of the yellow pages. It's not your website. It's a directory. You want to show up on that directory. That's the absolute minimum thing you should do. Just like if you were in a business, if you had a business, you had to be in the yellow pages. Absolutely a must. Same thing. You got to be on Google's listing site. Okay, it looks like that. Type in Google My Business and go through the process. It might be 9 steps. They confirm who you are and they mail something to you. Just go through the process and get it done. Okay, because you need to do that because a lot of your competitors are not doing this. And remember, these are advanced marketing strategies so that you can dodge a bullet and not have vacancies when everyone else has vacancies. That's what I'm sharing with you. Okay, let's put it all together. That's what it looks like. Let's talk about social. Well, Instagram is where you need to start off with. Just simply take a picture of yourself or have someone take a picture of yourself in front of your property, show what you're doing, just make a posting, upload a picture every couple months or so. It doesn't have to be perfect, you don't have to be pretty. It's just you starting to build a track record that someone who is researching you, they can go back and see the date stamps and that you've been at it for a while. Okay? That's what you want. You want to give people something to look at when they're researching you. So that's important. Back to social. Of course, Facebook is great social. I have a number of techniques for that. YouTube, of course, you want to make YouTube videos about talking about what you do behind the scenes. Absolutely important. TikTok, I thought I would never see TikTok for business. I remember laughing at it. Now, absolutely anything and everything needs to be on TikTok. You need to learn to do that after you do some basic things like YouTube, Instagram first, and then make your way to TikTok. Yelp is absolutely fundamental. You got to do that right away. You got to show up on Yelp. You got to get some Yelp reviews, right? It's absolutely imperative. Just like a restaurant. If you're a restaurant, you would absolutely have to build up your Yelp reviews, okay, to be a contender. Same thing with furnished rentals. If you want to be in a position that you can get direct bookings, okay. This is what mine looks like. I just posted some photos and I update them from time to time. And I ask people to give me reviews. So I have 9 so far, which is not a tremendous amount, but it's an order of magnitude more than my competitors have. And that's why I rank #1 for corporate housing. Easy corporate housing in Sacramento is #1 organic. I don't have to buy any ads. And people look at my Yelp and they see all the great reviews. They go to my website and they reach out to me directly. That's how we do it. Okay, here's all together. You should kind of understand by now that this is a great reference spot. It's great to start building up your offline techniques while you're fully booked. It's great to start doing social media while you're fully booked during the good times. Okay, start building these things out during the good times. And here it is again. So we were just talking about marketing. I'm talking about my marketing strategy, how I keep my 27 units fully booked, even through COVID, even when there's no one traveling. Those are the techniques I use. Next, I want to show you how I sell. Once they contact me, what's the similar process of what I use to close them, okay? This was casting out and getting the fish hooked and dragging it to the boat. And the next part, the sale process, like I get the fish from the water into the boat. Let's talk about that next. Okay. Hey, if you like these types of things, you like this sales funnel, you want the details for all the different things I showed you, you may want to check out Extended Stays for Landlords. That's my coaching and training program. And if you're interested in just marketing, check out marketingschoolES.com. MarketingschoolES.com. I'm always doing case studies and learning things about how to market offline without Airbnb direct bookings so that you can feed yourself. If you have a vacancy and you're waiting for Airbnb to give you somebody, you're waiting on someone to ask you to dance. That's no way to run a business. So that's why the marketing school is around. If you have any questions, please contact me at al@leadinglandlord.com and I will talk to you soon. Looking forward to seeing you in person